Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll be learning all about prime numbers. So with no hesitation, let's get right into the video. Prime numbers are all numbers greater than 1 that are only divisible by itself and 1. So for example, 7 would be considered as a prime number because it can only be divided by itself and 1 without leaving a remainder. In other words, prime numbers only has two factors. So the factors for 7 would be 1 and 7 itself. So always remember, prime numbers only has two factors. The prime factorization method can be used to identify a prime number. Let me show you an example of that. So for example, we have the number 23. In order to find out if 23 is a prime number, the prime factorization method can be used, and that method is done through division. So we're going to start dividing from the smallest prime number, which is 2. If you check, 2 cannot go into 23 without leaving a remainder. So the next prime number to try is 3, and 3 cannot go into 23 without leaving a remainder. So there's no prime number that can go into 23 without leaving a remainder except 23. So 23 into 23 goes one time. So the prime factors of 23 are 1 and 23. So you can see that 23 is indeed a prime number because it only has two factors. So prime factorization is done through division, starting from the smallest prime number. But I'm going to show you some simple steps to use in identifying prime numbers. The first step to follow is, if there is any figure or number that is consist of a 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8 in the units place or ones place, then it's not a prime number. So if you have a figure that is consist of a 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8 in the ones place, then the number or figure is not a prime number. That is the first step. The second step, if there is a 5 in the units place of a figure greater than 5, that means the figure is divisible by 5, therefore it is not a prime number. I'm going to show you an example. So here we have 35. 35 wouldn't be a prime number because there's a 5 in the units place, and 5 can go into 35. So you'd say 5 into 35 goes 7 times, and 7 can go into 35. So therefore you would end up with 5, 7, 1, and 35 as factors of 35. Therefore 35 is not a prime number because prime numbers only has two factors. So once you see a 5 in the units place of any figure, you know definitely that that figure is not a prime number. The third step to take in identifying if a number is prime number is if the sum of the numbers in a figure is divisible by 3, then the figure is not a prime number. So here we have the figure 2379. So if the sum of the numbers in the figure, so let me show you exactly what I mean. If you add the numbers in the figure, 2 plus 3 plus 7 plus 9, that would be equal to 2 plus 3, 5 plus 7, that's 12, plus 9, that's 21. So if the sum is divisible by 3, then this figure is not a prime number. So 3 into 21 goes 7 times. Therefore, 2379 is not a prime number because the sum of the numbers in the figure is divisible by 3. Let me show you another example. Example, we have the figure 359. The sum of 3, 5, and 9, 3 plus 5 plus 9 is equal to 3 plus 5 is 8 plus 9 is 17. So if this 17 is divisible by 3, then it's not a prime number. If it is not divisible by 3, then this figure is a prime number. So 17 divided by 3, you're going to end up with a remainder. So therefore, this figure is a prime number or prime figure. So these are 3 simple steps you can use to find out if a number is prime. First, if the figure has any of these in the ones place or units place, 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, then that figure is not a prime number. If there's a 5 in the units place of any figure greater than 5 itself, then it is not a prime number. The third and final step to take in identifying if a figure is prime or identifying prime numbers is if you add all the numbers in a figure and it is divisible by 3, then it's not a prime number. Otherwise, it is a prime number. There are 2 main facts I want to share with you about prime numbers. The first one is that 2 is the only even prime number. So 2 is the only even number that is also a prime number. Therefore, all other prime numbers are also odd numbers. The next fact I want to share with you about prime number is that 2 and 3 are the only consecutive prime numbers. So 2 and 3 are the only consecutive prime numbers. So these are facts about prime numbers. Please note 1 is neither a prime number or composite number. The reason why 1 is not a prime number is that 1 has only one factor, and that's 1 itself. And bear in mind that prime numbers has 2 factors. Composite number has more than 2 factors. So any number that has more than 2 factors is classified as a composite number. Therefore, 1 can be classified as a natural number, a whole number, a rational number, a positive integer, or an odd number. So 1 can be classified as any one of these numbers, but it cannot be classified as a prime number or a composite number, because again 1 has only one factor, and prime numbers consist of 2 factors, while composite numbers has more than 2 factors. Right here you can see I have a set of prime numbers between 1 and 100. Did you know there's only 25 prime numbers between 1 and 100? You better believe it. So always remember that 2 and 3 are the only consecutive prime numbers, and 2 is the only even number that is also prime number. So 2 is an even prime number. So now I think you should have learned a lot about prime numbers. Remember to subscribe to my channel and turn that post notification on so you get notified when I upload my next video. Stay safe.